Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. It's Monday morning and I've got great news for you. It's all over the press and in the papers and every talk show and every royal reporter. I mean, just great news. Apparently, they've been told that Kate's been seen out and about. Kate's been spending a lot of time with her family and the kids and the school run, and we're sure she's been down to the shops, and it's just great news. It really lifts the nation up to know that Kate is out and about. It's fabulous news. And it's all bullshit. This is the kind of propaganda, this is the kind of mind game that the press is playing now. I don't know in the last few days how many times on news channels, how many royal reporters, they're all saying, oh, it's great. You know, we've been told she's out and about. We've been told she's spending time with her family. I'm sure she's been down to the shops and getting out, and apparently she's looking great, and you know, it's all made up. This is what is called spin. They can't take a chance. They can't take a chance of more faked video and more faked photographs that they tried around Easter time, Mother's Day. That's not going to work because there was too much backlash. But they feel like they have to do something because with a void, with her missing in action, with, if they say nothing, well, everybody just starts talking about it like, where the heck is Kate? It doesn't, so they feel like they have to fill the void. So it's like they've told all their people, you know, news from high, whether it's coming from the palace or who knows what sources. And believe you me, these sources are told, this is what you leak to the press. This is what you say, that Kate's, you know, despite everything, she's out and about and doing great and looking fine and visiting the shops, and even though she's not technically back at work, she's keeping up with new information. There was some recent report that she is seen, you know, that was a scream. They came out with that. There was some new child care, early development report and anything. And so the first thing they did, they came right up and said, oh, Kate's on top of this. She's seen the report. She's, you know, she's attending to things at home while she's recuperating. Then they had to not issue a retraction per se, but they had to clarify it and come out and say, you know, I think it was like the next day, maybe even a few hours later, had to come out and say, well, yes, Kate's seen the report. However, she's not engaging in any work at the minute, but she's aware of the report. From their first statement as she's knee deep and back to work and very encouraged by this report. Now she's aware of the report. You know, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. They're in a bind. They don't know what to say. We've been told in the last week, well, Kate's not going to be at the rehearsal for the guards. Think she is Colonel-in-Chief of one regiment, and she would normally be there to give the salute. Well, at the rehearsals coming up, she's not going to be there, although we've been told by some reports she could be at Trooping of the Colors. Other reports are saying we're not going to see her till the end of the year. Nobody knows what's going on, and you're getting these sort of official, unofficial, conflicting reports. And this is what happens when there's no clear direction how to handle an issue, which leads me to believe if they're scrambling this much on such a regular basis, that things are worse than we imagine. And you hate to think that people will say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist and you're just speculating, and oh, poor Kate, and leave her alone and let her recover from what? We don't know. We've never actually been told. Is it cancer? What kind of cancer? Every single one of us knows somebody that's undergoing cancer treatment or having had done. And the story's not fitting. The story is not fitting together. I'm not saying we're being lied to, but holy moly, we're not getting the truth. There you go. It's just one of those things. This is a real case of Pella spin, which usually they're pretty darn good at it, but you've got Charles and William, who both distrust and dislike the press. In the case of William, their staff is still quite new and doesn't have the savvy that some of the more elders in the palace, you might say, and I'm not even, that's not an ageist thing. People that have been around a long time, people that know how things work. I think in my estimation, the Queen's private secretary, Lord Geit, was one of the best at handling spin. I mean, now we're getting all kinds of information that we couldn't get then. But Charles and William both had a problem with him because they didn't like the fact that he seemed to have a lot of power and pull with the Queen, and he kind of was managing things behind the scene, but he was damn good at it. They didn't like this. So now, and of course we know that within the last year or so, since the Cash for Honor scandal, the King has lost his foremost trusted private aide and advisor secretary that has been with him for almost 40 years. Every time there's a scandal, he steps out of the limelight, goes away for a little while, and then Charles quietly brings him back, but I think this time they're done. So they're both kind of rudderless ships, Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace and the press, and there's so much speculation about what's really going on. And the palace is just not managing it well. So we have to watch and wait and see what happens, don't we? It's always something. Have a great day, everybody. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I want to know what you're thinking. Let's get this conversation started. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.